Hello, everyone. Welcome to another Lettering Live. Live lettering? Lettering Live. I don't remember which word is first, but we're here for it, and we're doing it. I'm setting a quick alarm for 1 hour so I can get some good practice in. And we're going to be lettering some names here in just a minute, but this is going to be some of the styles that we are referencing. So just going to stick it off there to the side. But first and foremost, we got to warm up. Thankfully, I have a whole bunch of pages that are perfect for this. Hold on. Yeah. Just a doesn't need that. We don't need that. Okay. Doing a little bit of warming up my hand. So I like to use old sheets that are partially used. It's a good way to practice without wasting your good paper. First things first. Lettering Live. Thanks, Linda. Let's do a little bit of warm up. So I'm going to warm up with some Ecoline brush pens, nice and juicy, and get my feet under me. As you do, make sure I'm nice and stable here. Okay. Got to get the muscles going. A little wobbly to begin. That's okay. That's totally normal. We're all a little wobbly when we get started. Just warming up the muscles. Okay. Last little bit here. What shape should I go with? Okay. Feeling pretty warmed up. Let's do a couple more right over top. deliberately offsetting them a little bit for that 3D effect, or like 3D vision. You know what I'm saying? Like 3D movies. Okay, that's enough for me for warming up. I feel really good. Set that off to the side. And let's get our baby names. Figure that out. Okay. Let's figure out baby names from the year 2020. I'm curious. What were the top 50 names? Okay, 2020. Liam still at the top there. Actually, there's a lot of overlap. Oh, you know what? I'm going to go do a different year. Let's try the year of my birth. 1993. Michael. Okay. Setting that off to the side here. Okay. So, done a little warm up. We've got our name. And put the style. There we go. Here we go. So I'm not going to do nib today because I don't want to get the ink out, So I'm going to either skip this or I will add a different thing in its place. But let's try rolling with what we got here. 2. All right. So it is brush pen, but specifically it is a bristle brush pen. So this guy right here. Let's get some laser level in here. All right. First name. Take that off. First name here is Michael. 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 That's pretty. I like that. Okay. Next name, Jessica. Nice. A little too thin right there. Still, I like it. Jessica. Great. Now, Christopher. Ooh. I like that. I like Christopher as a name. It's got a lot going on for it. Pher. I might run out of room. Technically, we made it. Christopher. All right. Now, Ashley. Oh, that explains why there's so many Ashleys in my grades growing up. Ley? Yes. Cool. Next we have Matthew. I knew that one was popular. I knew 1,000 Matts growing up. I still do know a lot of Matts. Okay. Matthew. Let's see. Let's add one more. Let's add Sarah down here. She has no descenders. Okay. I really like this page. This looks really cool. Very striking. Black. I think it looks nice. Okay. Let's do a different style. We got 6 names there. Let's try something else. 1. Flat nib. Absolutely. Let's do it. Okay. What flat nib shall I use? Feels a little too big. Maybe. Maybe. Here, actually, for flat nib, I'm going to grab my existing. Hey, Bobby. Have, I believe, no, not I believe, I know, I have in here an alphabet, don't I? Don't I? Did I rip it out? I may have ripped it out. Well, no worries. I'll go ahead and just use this as my reference from last time. Oh, pardon me. Okay, so we have done Sarah. Now let's do Joshua. And you know what? I actually am going to look up capitals. Okay. All right. Let's find a J for Joshua. There we go. Okay. I did that to help me scaling wise, like to see how tall everything needs to be. Okay. All right, I'm liking this so far. Let me get an H. Let me double check. I actually know how to spell Joshua. Okay, UA. That's all we got. Beautiful, if I do say so myself. I do say so myself. I feel very good about it. All right, Samantha, let's do you next. Let's find us capital S. Easy, easy. Easy-ish. That is all right. I might run out of room here on this one. Samantha. And then press let it fit. Samantha. Spacing's a tiny bit wonky, but we're doing okay. All right, now next, let's do Tyler. All right, can we get a Y? Now I'm looking for an R. I already used one? No, I haven't. Do we have an R? We do have an R. All right, we got Tyler. Now, Emily. Emily's pretty. Okay, we're going for very similar to the T and how we begin here. That's kind of an E, according to this thingamajig. All right, now M. Emily. There we go. Oh, what is the next name? Brandon. I did know several Brandons. Brandon and Brittany. Brittany. All right, got a couple of B names. Let's do it. Cool. Okay. Hey there, Bobby. Am I simulcasting this? I think it's just horizontal today. Like, I don't think it's going tall. I'm pretty sure because of the layout that I have here. Although they did just introduce a new feature on the streaming service that I'm pretty sure I am able to do both. Ooh, excuse me. Okay, Brandon. Brand. We have a D. Yes. Oh, yeah. No, Bobby. It's just because I'm looking at them in another window on my screen. Sorry. Brandon. Aha. Okay. And then next we have Brittany. Brittany. Okay. Great. We got one full page of those names. Okay, we're doing good so far. Here's what we have for anyone joining in. We've got these 6 names here. We have our Gothic names over here. Was a very juicy pen. Like it. Okay. Now let's figure out our next style. Right, we're not doing nib, so we're gonna either pick something else or roll again if we land on 3. 6. Monoline. Very cool. I do have monoline ready to go. Okay, let's keep trucking. What do we got for baby names? I'm on the Social Security website, just looking at baby names. Currently from 1993, my own year. I wonder if I'm going to run into my own name in here. Yep, there I am, number 37. Okay, cool. So where do we leave off? Brittany? Okay, now we have Daniel and Taylor. Daniel, very simple. Now Taylor. Here, I'll do, for funsies, flip to the blue here. This pen's a little chewed up. Might switch to a different one. Yep. This will do. Probably. This one's brand new. This one is in better shape. Okay. Daniel and Taylor sitting in a tree. Nicholas and Amanda. Okay. Nicholas. I have a cousin my own age, same year, just off by a couple months, named Nicholas. Las. Nicholas and Amanda. Okay. I'll do Amanda's name below. Okay. Next we have Jacob. Let's keep you over here. A little tight on the edge there, but we're doing okay. Jacob and Elizabeth. You know, monoline lettering isn't my favorite style, but I cannot deny it is very satisfying having it all just be so tidy. Elizabeth, got Amanda, Jacob, Elizabeth. Now we have an Andrew. Okay. All right, let's scooch. Tiny little fuzzy on the end. Okay, Andrew. Bada bing. Okay, now who do we got? Stephanie. Stephanie's a good name. Let's try a little blue again. Once again, a longer name. Let's make sure we have room. A-N-I-E. Stephanie. Okay. Now, David. Nice short name. We can fit that. David. And now we have a Megan. Let's put Megan on Andrew's line. Let's do blue. M-E-J. M-E-G-A-N. Right up against the edge of the paper. Now we have Joseph. I don't know why I decided the boys had to be black and the girls had to be blue or purple. It just kind of was. I just started doing it, and then here we are. Stephanie. Now we have a Joseph. Yes. Jose. Don't love that S, but I'll leave it be. Now we have a Lauren. Lauren. I feel like the X height kind of got a little inconsistent there, just a smidge. I'll live with it. Ryan. Hey, we can fit Ryan next to Elizabeth. Probably. Nice. Finally, last row here. Who do we got? Ryan, Nicole. N-O-N-I-C. Oh, O-L-E. I thought there was an H in there. Glad I checked. James is the very last one here. Okay, there we go. I'm working on that style. It's coming along. Let's see, did we bleed through? No, we did not. Very nice. All right, let's roll one more, probably just one more. We only have about 15 minutes left here. Back to flat. Let's try a slightly different style of flat, or at least let me get a different pen. There we go. Yes. How are we on our ink? Doing okay? All right, let's get into it. Just really quick, gonna do my little squares. All right, next name on the list. We just finished James. Now we have Rachel. Rachel was a very 90s name. Okay. Get my reference back out over here so I can get the correct shapes and all that. Checking out my H's. Rachel. There we go. Now, Zachary. Oh, let's get a capital Z up in here. That's actually pretty plain, but still cool. Let me make sure I know how to spell Zachary. I do. Zach, A-R-Y. Hmm. You had a Zachary in 1999? I had a stepbrother named Zach in about 1999, about 2000. It's a nice name, Zachary. Feels refined, dignified, I guess. Unlike a lot of the Zachs that I knew, which were not dignified. Uh, Jennifer. Jennifer. Give me a J. Cool. Oh, this is a fun one. Hey, they're lively. Welcome. All right. No, wait, what name am I doing? Jennifer. Jennifer. Jen. Two N's, right? Yeah. I don't know how to do this particular F. I have. Where did I go and put that reference alphabet? It's too late to go pick it up and find it now. I'll guess. I'll just guess. I feel like it got a little tight at the end there. Jennifer. All right, what do we have now? Jennifer. Now we have a John with an H. John and Kayla. There's enough room over here. Let's do Kayla on this line, shall we? Ooh, K is an interesting one. All right, we're getting down to the last few minutes. All right, Kayla. Kayla. Robert. We've already done an R. Do another. Bit close there. Whoops. Robert. Do we have time for another? I think we do. Amber. That's a nice name. All right, let's get an Amber. Okay. Oop. I started doing something different. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. Amber. Little. Oh, well. Well, I think that is a good spot to call it. All right. Thank you, everyone, for joining me today on this lovely bit of lettering. Let's see what we accomplished. Good, 4 pages. It's pretty good. All right, here they are in order as I made them. Scooch out just a little. We've got Michael, Jessica, Christopher, Ashley, Matthew, and Sarah with brush lettering. We have Joshua, Samantha, Tyler, Emily, Brandon, and Brittany with our flat nib Gothic calligraphy. We've got Daniel, Taylor, Nicholas, David, Amanda, Jacob, Elizabeth, Ryan, Andrew, Megan, Stephanie, Joseph, Lauren, Nicole, and James with monoline lettering. And finally, we have, once again in the Gothic column, Rachel, Zachary, Jennifer, John, Caleb, Robert, and Amber. Not bad. Solid practice here. I am really pleased with this. It feels good. Feels good. But I'm not going to drag it out any longer than it needs to go. Here we are. We're at the exit. So thank you for joining me. Thank you for just hanging out, the support. It's all awesome, and I really appreciate it. But I will see you all next week for the next Lettering Live. All right. Bye, everyone.